What is going on YouTube? Today we are in West London, we're around Shepherd's Bush and we're here to see Stuarts of London. Now we've been invited down to do a store tour, so I'm super excited to be here. I've actually known about Stuarts of London for quite some time. I've never been to the store, but I've known about their online platform, which is pretty decent. They kind of specialise in a lot of items which you might not find in many retailers. They've won many awards as well for their buy-in and stuff like that, and lots of other different independent awards, and they've been nominated for quite a few stuff. So, but they're one of the oldest independents in the UK. They've been here for, I think, just over 50 years now, which is quite a long time, and they're still going strong. So I'm excited to come down, see what type of clothing they have, see what type of different outfits and stuff they have, and yeah, just basically just have a chat and just see what they're all about, really. So I hope you enjoy this one, guys. Let's get this video to what, 500 likes? 500 likes, guys, and we will do more videos like this. But for now, let's check out Stuarts of London. Let's see exactly what this store is saying, okay? 2 seconds. Right, guys, so we are here in Stuarts of London, and today we have
Harvey, store manager.
Bro, this is our first time in the store. It looks super cool, I must say. Tell us more about Stuarts of London, the history, how it started.
We've been around since 1967, so store's been here a long time. Stuarts has been one of the forefront stores of British menswear, and you could say American heritage as well. We've been through all different eras, you know, football casuals, mod, you know, suit, Italian tailoring and all that. The thing is, with this store here, with being independent, the store's always adapted. The store's been here since 67, so bricks and mortar have always been here, but I mean, the store, you can see from the pillars just over there, it was much smaller, then it expanded into one whole store.
So it was just like one...
No, it wasn't even that. It was just that small area at the front there.
Oh, wow, wow.
It was a shoe box
And
store.
over time, just...
Over time, gradually just grew. So around 2001 is when, you know, when a lot of companies started going online, that was the time to get online.
I think I actually remember, but I've seen the transition like over the years, and you guys have won even awards for like your sites.
We have, yeah. So
like
we've won Drapers Awards. Just very recently won one as well, and then, you know, voted top 10 independents in London.
Wow,
top 5
huge achievement, man. So you guys kind of specialise in brands which might not be seen in too many other stores as well, right?
So I mean, in a market which is so saturated, being the fashion industry, you have to pick things that not necessarily you can find everywhere.
Yeah. I'm really excited to kind of crack on and see what stuff you've got in. Let's start the tour.
Let's take you through.
Start from the front.
Let's go straight to the front.
In school, we used to, obviously because they were cheap at the time, but we used to get like plimsolls for like £5 or £10. And these remind me of them, but obviously are much more...
Construction's a lot different.
Quality version. So nice.
You've got Converse, which they end up gluing. Converse always cracks. Everyone knows about Converse. And they crack on either end.
Yes.
When you vulcanize a pair of shoes, you're basically bonding the rubber to the fabric.
Okay.
You get a longer lasting shoe like that. Sometimes it might look a little bit messy there, but that's just from where it's the, you know, the heat of joining the two together.
Got ya.
I personally prefer
what ones are those?
Shoes like Pottery. They're made in Japan, similar sort of construction, they're vulcanized.
Right.
They're these here.
Nice.
A bit like Chuck Norris's from Converse,
yeah,
but just a much more solid pair of shoes.
This brand here, what's this brand again?
A nice little...
That's it, Nevesta.
Yeah. From Europe.
Very
similar
nice.
sort of construction, same again, you can see they're vulcanized, they last great. Something like these that you wear out in this kind of weather, hassle free.
Yeah.
Really thick, chunky, comfortable sole.
Oh wow, I didn't know they were so... Look at that, man. Look at that. And the price point on these is really decent, actually.
50 quid.
I grew up with Reebok Classics. For us, it was like a cheap trainer to buy. You could buy a pair of Reebok Classics for like 35 quid.
No, of course.
When I was young.
A lot cheaper back then, but I mean, obviously with time prices go up.
Of course. It's funny because I feel like, with our followers anyway, when I put up Reebok, people are like, oh, Reebok, I'm not too sure. But for me, Reebok is a nice classic trainer.
I think a lot of these brands took a turn when it came out into the early 2000s. Brands like Dira, which was known as, you know, like a JJB kind of brand, but Dira back in the 80s was such an iconic brand that, you know, Bjorn Borg wore them.
Right.
You know, at Wimbledon, then they became a, you know, staple football as well. You know, casuals wearing the, you know, kangaroo skin with the gold. Okay. And had the Bjorn Borg signature on them. Right. When you go to Levi's vintage or Levi's made and crafted, then you hit up the 150 mark, 200.
Right. Okay.
But then most of these bits you get made in USA. Quality's there.
Right. So more quality materials.
Whatever you see here in Levi's vintage collection is what they're remaking from their archives. So they're all archive pieces.
I love these, man.
I mean, to some my granddad will wear,
nice.
but they are solid.
The quality on these as well, man.
Nah, on a classic dogtooth pair of trousers, yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, nice.
From the sneakers, you've got your normal Nike, Adidas, you've got Lambretta, but you want something upper tier.
Big fan.
Ami smashing it.
Yeah.
Ami, French designer, absolutely killing it with their styles. You know, I'm sure you guys must have seen that big Balenciaga hype.
Yeah.
Triple tiers. So a lot of brands are getting into that kind of style.
And what I like about it is this brand is still a little bit undercover at the moment, so not too many people know about it. But I think
they're going to stock it either. Do the clothing for Ami.
Right.
You've got his signature heart with the A there.
Yeah.
Really nice tonal colours, good quality cottons on that. Classic tees, you can't go wrong with a white tee.
So I think their thing is just kind of like plain, good quality.
It is,
simple
just
kind of casual
simple
wear.
quality. APC, we've just had them release. That's another brand from Paris there.
Yeah. I've noted that the quality on APC stuff's really nice.
APC quality is good. I mean, have a feel of that then.
Yeah, nice.
When you've got this canvas style of cotton, you can wash it and wash it and wash it and you'll have no issues with it at all. No. So you've got the likes of Bally, what you get in central, in town. Bally in town is a bit more the smarter stuff, you know, the classic Bally band across there in the red. Man. But the sneakers are a bit more casual.
Yeah.
Now Armani have really turned it around. You can pick up standard sorts of Armani there, EA7 and the likes of JD, but then in Emporio you've got on Brompton Road on their own main store, and you've got in us and you've got in the likes of like Harrington and Harvey Nicks.
Right.
Only a few places really stock Emporio Armani.
Right.
Emporio Armani is a classic J21, J45, you know, J06 jeans, and then you've got the t-shirts, and the price point on some t-shirts now it's a lot more reasonable. I mean, £80, 60 to 80 on their classic.
Okay. Big is coming back in now, like
big
logos.
Big logos.
Before it was less is more.
No,
you know, small little symbols like, you know, Montclair, small little symbols, but now it's like big, kind of out there. Seems to be what's in at the moment. I think what I love about this store so far is you can literally come in, you can see some brands that you're familiar with, and then you can also find some new stuff as well. That's really good. And I think sometimes people get bored of some brands, just want to try something a bit different, you know. I've known about this brand for so long, and when I think of Norse projects, I just think quality, you know, strong, good materials.
Quality materials.
Yeah, very popular.
Luckily for Norse is if you're big and tall, they cater to more the bigger side. I mean, Scandinavians are a lot bigger than us, so
that's right. Yeah,
it works
quite
great for them.
Yeah, that's right. Just sitting in here and just checking out this area, sitting down, maybe trying on some shoes. It just seems like a nice area, man. I like this. I like the way that each section of the store is like, you've got your trainers, then you've got your casual wear, you've got the footwear here for the shoes.
I mean, we try and make it as comfortable as we can for our customers that come in. If you're coming in for an outfit, you can sit down, have a beer, relax, you know, you're at peace.
Love it. Shouts to Grenson, man. I'm getting, this is one of my
Grenson are smashing out as well.
Oh,
sneakers.
Man. Wow.
You've got staple pieces from Grenson like Dylan's, but then you've got sneakers now as well.
I love these, man. Look at these.
I mean, a lot of people thought Grenson as an old man brand.
Nah, but the quality on Grenson is insane.
They are smashed down the quality.
Yeah.
Now as well.
I love these, man. Look at these.
I mean, a lot of people thought Grenson as an old man brand.
Nah, but the quality on Grenson is insane.
They are smashed down the quality.
Yeah.
And I mean, something like these as well, in a classic monk strap with a grain finish. We had these made with Grenson for our 50th anniversary.
Oh, so these particular ones here, this is collaboration with you guys?
For us,
wow. Yeah. These remind me of Wallabies. Do you remember these? Wallabies?
They derive from Wallaby, they're called Wallace.
Right.
They're actually on a good offer now. I mean, we're getting on to our new season stocks, and now we're going to be receiving all autumn winter.
Yeah.
So we try and push out as much of what we've got left, and then bring in all the new bits.
Actually, I really like these actually, man. They're a bit different. So I think it's earlier on I saw this, and I just really like that, man. Really nice.
It's a brand called None of the Above that we just started stocking. So the styles that we get from these None of the Above, this kind of look, is a really 60s kind of look there. Man. You've got the stripes, you've got the button down, you've got the ribbed, you know, the rib cuff there. It's just, you know, something which probably our fathers wore back in the day anyway.
Totally, that's exactly what I'm thinking. But I just feel like it's quite current right now, this type of stuff.
It's coming back in. It is coming back in massively. I mean, you still got your old man wearing it, but you've got the youth picking up on it as well. This kind of brand here, those kind of colours, you know, it catered to all the suedes, the old school classics. So when you're going down to a christening, you got a banging suede button down on with a gold G. You know, something like that was really, you know, really out there. It was. Because a lot of people think that Gabici was Italian. Gabici was an English brand that made itself look like it was Italian. And I mean, it does look Italian. If you think back to like the 80s and 90s, anything made in Italy, you know, that's what everyone wanted. Wash them with lavender.
Yeah, man, what is that? It smells like you just put some cream sauce over it and start eating it.
Makes you feel good when they wash with lavender. Handmade in Italy.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, as you know, the price point's about $500-600.
Yeah, these are some serious.
Going up to like $2,000. Silver plated, gold plated.
Crazy.
There you can pay up to $2-3 for a pair of jeans.
Reminds me of a Visu a little bit.
Similar to a Visu, because a Visu was Japanese.
Yeah.
Japanese denim, so a lot of these brands are doing Japanese. Naked and Famous is a Canadian brand.
Naked and Famous.
They're doing really quirky denim, but it's all Japanese denim. The weight on these, you've got something like an 18-ounce pair of denim.
Yeah.
You're not going to get through them.
Quality.
Nor is your crotch going to go on those.
When we was in Selfridges, we always used to look underneath and always look for this. They'd always go on about the finishing here.
The finish on the selvage.
Selvage, that's it. I like the branding on it, and I like the way that each of the patches on the back, they're all different.
Well, that patch is made out of seaweed.
Are you serious?
So it's compressed seaweed.
No way. What is this bike doing here, man?
This is a 1967 Lambretta LI 125. Well, I had it done with a collaboration with a friend of mine, but it's for our 50th anniversary.
That is sick.
So we had that in gold leaf.
That even looks like almost a bit like your shop colours.
It does, yeah. It looks a bit like the shop colours. This is all done in gold leaf here, but it was fully restored for us.
Wow.
For our 50th anniversary.
I love that. Even though we've seen all this stuff in the store, you still got to show us more stuff. But there's much more stuff online,
Loads
right?
more. This is just a handful.
This is like just like a showcase of some of the stuff that you got. But
here's more
online
the core.
Right.
The core that a lot of these brands want to see on a shop floor, we try and keep as much as we hear as we can.
Okay.
We can't keep everything there unless you're going to be swimming in it. The core lines have to stay in the shop.
How many items do you have online?
I think it's like 10,000 or something around that now. Yeah,
it's tons more brands. Score me, bro.
So this jacket here, was an icon of the 50s and 60s. It became famous by a guy called Rodney Harrington. Rodney Harrington, wore this in Peyton Place. It was an old school TV program back way before I was born. I shouldn't have been watching it as a kid, but we were watching it anyway. And he wore this Harrington jacket here, and I mean, you've got this Fraser tartan on the inside, and it's just such an iconic jacket. You've got, other brands doing it, Fred Perry, Ben Sherman, Merck, but the iconic original one is the Barracuda, worn by Steve McQueen, Elvis Presley, Jason Statham, Elvis. You've got a lot of iconic. So do you think a lot
of the other brands took a lot of inspiration from this as the original?
From this as the original.
Right.
And then old school Italian, Chester Perry, CP Company.
Come on.
Corduroy as well.
Gee, mate, that is nice. And the colour as well, man.
CP's more of the heritage of those brands. Where Stone Island now, I mean, you've seen the likes of Drake wearing it, that, you got 100 million views on that. You see a lot of people picking up on it.
Yeah, becoming very mainstream.
But this, a bit more subtle logo than the Stone Island badge. But I mean, still, Stone Island is a huge staple of that football culture as well. Wearing it, Saturday football, putting on your Stony jacket. The CP was just a little bit, just under that, a bit more subtle. But their price points are a lot more reasonable as well. You've got something like a corduroy from CP 195.
Oh, 195, okay. I thought you was going to say that was going to be more actually.
You would have thought something like that's about 300 quid, because then you can say that's more of, like a shirt jacket.
Yeah.
But 195 is a really reasonable price.
What season is all this one?
This is all now current.
So this is all current season, CP Company. And again, you can pick this up online, right?
Online.
Wicked. Love that. Love that. I'm personally a big fan of Belstaff and their jackets and their outerwear. Seems like still quite a lot of people I don't know about Belstaff.
Not a lot. I mean, they've got their one flagship store in town anyway. But Belstaff is more of an outdoor brand, so a lot of people haven't picked up on it yet. But it is.
Their jackets are amazing.
Jackets are amazing. You've got likes of Belstaff, Barber. People recognise Barber more than Belstaff. But I mean, if they saw that, they'd probably think, oh, it's a Barber. But it is a Belstaff. You get made in Italy, you get made in England, and you can have them made elsewhere as well. Okay. Price point's a little bit dearer, but something like these made in Italy, $795. But canvas on
these jackets will last forever, man.
They'll last you donkeys. I mean, I've got my Belstaff jacket, which is now 10 years old.
Yeah,
it's still going
strong.
But they are going more towards trying to appeal to all markets now.
I've noticed that
with the removable shilling.
Yeah.
And the corduroy collar.
Yeah, that actually comes off.
That comes off there.
Lots of their jackets are have wax finished.
A lot of them are waxed.
Water resistant.
A lot of Millerain as well. Millerain is a British material. It's waterproof to an extent, and it's heavy cotton canvas. Which is waxed.
Okay.
I mean the leathers as well.
Yeah, leather's quality.
Leather's quality.
Yeah, quality.
But then you can pay upwards of, 1,000.
Yeah, it can get quite expensive. What's your thoughts on something like this? Is it a bit too modern for you, or?
For me, I personally wouldn't wear it, but I mean, it's a classic piece anyway. It's in that kind of nylon finish, which is a stretchy material.
Yeah.
And it's just nice to throw over whatever you're wearing.
See, I feel I quite like that, actually.
These are all archive pieces. Anything you see from Stone Island or you see from CP Company, there's one big book And that book is worth a lot of money.
Can imagine.
But we've got one hiding somewhere.
Really?
It's an archive book.
Right.
So you go through that book and you have a look, all those old pieces you see from the 80s, they can go through the archive and pick out,
Bring them back.
remake, and you reproduce. So you're never going to get the same thing next season.
Yeah.
You'll get your staple pieces like a shirt or a sweat or something like that.
Right.
But when you look at the core jackets and the overshirts, you'll get those now, but you're not going to get those next season. So you'll always have something different.
Right.
You know, what I want to show you is what Fred Perry are doing. Fred Perry are smashing it now.
Love Fred Perry, man.
Fred Perry, made in Italy. Fred Perry classic.
Look at this. Oh, this is an old school.
Top colours there.
Even the reissues. Me. Do you know what? I swear I remember this. The old school logo, and even the print style, and this bit here.
You see a lot of these brands, they, like I said with Massimo Osti, it's an archive. Go through, you bring these pieces out, because I mean, if it done well back then, I'm sure it's going to do well today.
I love that.
There's like these, the twin tip polo. Fred Perry, one of the most iconic brands for the twin tip. If you see a twin tip from a mile away, you're going to think it's a Fred Perry. They're all the reissue made in Italy knits as well.
Nice. Look at that. Look at the knit on that, man. Quality knit. You've basically showed us everywhere in the store.
Yeah,
right?
That's basically it. I mean, there's loads more on the website.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we'd be here all day if we were
Talking about the website. Yeah.
Knackered with dry mouth up.
Bro, thank you so much for having us. If viewers want to find out more, they can go onto the Instagram, you got the website, they can sign up to your newsletter.
Well, sign up to the newsletter. If you like the video, we'll send you out a discount code, 10%.
Wicked.
We'll send you that out as well. So if you do need anything, my name's Harvey from Stuarts.
Yeah.
Just give me a shout.
Yeah, they can call you up in the store.
Call me up in the store.
You're going to regret saying that now, man.
If you need anything, let me know.
Thank you, much appreciated. Guys, listen, I hope you enjoyed the store tour that we've just done here at Stuarts of London. As Harvey said, you can get in touch, you can come down to the store, check out their online website as well, and basically you can see all of this stuff and more on the site, okay? We're out of here. Peace out.
Cheers, guys.